Egypt's military regime, aided by snipers and bulldozers, swept the streets of Islamist protesters Wednesday, setting off a day of violence that left at least 525 people dead. The government fractured ties with its international partners in tatters as well. Cairo's streets were calm Thursday morning following a curfew overnight, though funerals for the dead and a march planned by the Muslim Brotherhood are likely to inflame tensions later in the day. Margaret Coker joins us from Egypt. Margaret, good morning.
Good morning.
So first off, you've been in Cairo. You're in the streets there. Tell us what you've seen.
Yeah, I've been reporting around different neighborhoods in Cairo all this morning. I went to the former heart of the Muslim Brotherhood's protest movement in the Rabaa Adwiya Mosque and area of the capital. You know, yesterday, this is the scene of most of the violence. There were probably tens of thousands of protesters who were brutally cleared out of this space. And this morning, you know, what you see is you know, two conflicting views of the situation. There were sanitation workers there trying to clean up the detritus of these broken lives. You know, there are ripped clothing and blood stains on pavements. You have military checkpoints set up all around this once grand mosque that's now been reduced to a burned-out hole. And you also had lots of Egyptians who supported the army's move yesterday. They were there in the square. You know, there wasn't a single Muslim Brotherhood supporter there anymore. You just had the cheering crowd, this overwhelming sense of triumphalism, where Egyptians were clapping the backs of the soldiers who were standing patrol in the area today. They were taking pictures of themselves. They were praising the work of the military. And then just about 2 miles away, I went to another area of Cairo that has become sort of a place of mourning for the Muslim brothers themselves. There's another mosque where people were gathering for the noon prayers, and the lists of the dead were being posted there outside of this mosque called Imam Mosque, just about 2 miles away from the original protest site. So there were a couple of hundred of Muslim Brotherhood supporters, people pouring through these handwritten lists, trying to find whether their relatives or their loved ones had been killed yesterday, if they were still missing, and the anger was palpable there. So you go from a sense of triumphalism on one street to a sense of anger on the other street, and you know, a lot of parts of Cairo are getting back to normal, and these, you know, the violence is localized to certain areas, but the tension is quite fierce here.